Welcome to Mirth, Magic, and Mayhem, the AARPG's new actual play series using the Dragonbane RPG by Free League Publishing. I'm Nathan, your host, co-GM, and I'll also be playing Brains, the idiot Wolfkin thief. Let's meet my friends and fellow cast members.
I'm Malcolm, your co-GM. I'll also be playing Corinne Rinesmith, the judgy halfling bard.
Hi, I'm Tyr, and I'll be playing Dane Ringson, a human scatterbrain scholar.
I'm Chris, and I'm playing Sigyn, Elfin Huntress.
Hey all, this is Anthony, and I play Kurgan, and he wants to remind you,
you should go and get stuffed.
Hello everyone, this is Sean. Now we'll be playing Baylor Banefire, Dwarf Artisan Specialist.
I'm Tim, AARPG's latest temporary double-seeker probationary player. I play Quiverwing, the enchanting mallard whose spellbinding plumage shivers like distant lightning on a moonlit night.
Together, we'll explore ancient secrets of a long-forgotten empire, facing challenges and forging our destiny in a world where every castle, cave, and crypt holds the echoes of a bygone era. Get ready for an epic journey filled with laughter, suspense, and unforgettable moments in the Misty Vale.
Hello and welcome to the Advanced Age Role-Playing Gamers Podcast. I'm Nathan, I'm your host. And tonight we are playing Dragonbane again. We're playing the adventures from the adventure book that comes with the core set. Though we do diverge here and there. And this one, I really diverged last episode because I forgot a lot of stuff, and I may have glossed over a couple of things that...
Important details.
Before we get to introductions and yada, 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 I'm going to just do a little retcon here and just give a better description. From the bandit camp that is to the west of the Tower of Sighs, when you look up at the Tower of Sighs, it's a 3-story tower made out of red stone. There are vines going up the sides, and parts of it are crumbled away, and there's a big gaping hole on the southern, the southwest edge of it. That's where you're able to kind of peek in and see Glam-Glam. But next to the opening, there is a rope ladder going up to the second, third, and fourth. The fourth floor is the roof of the tower. So, and there are openings to get in from outside to the second and third floor. Now, the whole time you're there, there's this low to higher moans of sounds like the moans of multiple spirits. Kind of like, even if you remember the moans from the Ritter Mound, it sounds like more voices than were at the Ritter Mound. And it's going on the whole time, and it's louder when you go in to see Glam-Glam. So it seems like those voices, those undead ethereal voices, are coming from under the boulder. And they rise and they fall, and there's different voices, and you can almost make out words sometimes, but not really enough to understand anything. And if you feel like you can almost understand it, it sounds like maybe like a much older dialect. But that's kind of what you see. Again, it's redstone moaning the whole time. Unlike what I said last time, there are a couple other floors. So, does anyone want to do the recap?
Sure.
Yeah.
All right, Malcolm, go for it.
Having arrived at the Tower of Sighs, we negotiated with the party outside, convincing them that we were their adventurers as well, looking for hopefully just finding some treasure. With the endorsement of Darg the Bastard, which for a change, was actually useful. And we're like, good, okay, don't say any more.
That
He
speaks to
kept
the quality
saying
of
things.
his friends, though.
Yeah, well, yeah. Anyway, so we decided that we would take the keg on their behalf, quote unquote, to go up there and talk to Glam-Glam. It's basically for us to try and find out what exactly was going on and why why he was so slow in progress in helping them. Like if he had some personal animosity, or was there something he was holding behind? But of course, at the time of this negotiation, I had no idea there was moaning voices from the dark that were speaking an ancient tongue that was below that boulder, which makes it less appealing to go there. But anyway, because all of them together were deceived. Anyway, so we go in there and we negotiate with he apparently does not like those guys and is willing to work with us. All we need to do is bring him one giant boar. So we go out and hunting, and with great success, we bring back 2 deer. And if I retcon it, a giant boar of unprecedented health and vigor that has been kept.
Well, its health would be dead, but
We
its
saw
vigor is
one, and it
fantastic.
just, we did see one, but it wasn't stopping, and we couldn't catch it. And we have returned back. Glam-Glam is willing to move the boulder out of the way, if we bring him what he wants, the boar. We did not catch one. Most of the area has been, most of the game has been scared out of the area by the bumbling first team. And we will probably have to do it again. We're just hoping that the deer will somewhat satiate his appetite and maybe even ingratiate him upon us.
Have we considered tying the deer together and just writing boar on the side?
We considered that, but no, but I think someone pointed out that he probably can't read.
Why don't somebody prepare
we
the
have
deer?
given the next. We did take his other soiled breeches and give it to Darg. The Darg we told probably to just give it to other people and not to deal with it. But apparently he's pantsless in his little cave right now, and we're bringing back 2 deer, which we are understanding that this is just something to satiate his appetite, and that the boar will be on the way. It may be through his head, but we'll still do it. But right now, we're going to try and sell him on the deer. See if that's good enough. If not, then we'll just tell him, eat him on us. We'll find the boar. But what do you guys think? That's good?
I think the other good plan is, now that we know that the ladder exists to the second floor.
We should definitely go to the second floor.
Yeah, we're going to.
You know what the second floor is? It is 1 floor further away from the moaning rock thing. I'm just saying.
And can presumably look down on the giant.
Okay, yeah.
Presumably.
If there's a hole, I guess.
Well, it's said partly destroyed tower, so
there's hope.
yeah. We'll have to scout it out.
All right. Well, so thanks for the recap, Malcolm. So, Malcolm, who are you playing tonight?
Tonight, I am playing Corinne Rhinesmith, Battle Lord of the First Circle, Queen of all that she can survey, the glittering, shining star of the North, and the landlady of the South. She only rents, to people there. Actually, she's just a bard out of Saddlewood. But the Rhinesmith Saddlewoods are really, really important to a very small group of people who live within the HOA.
Jeez, the drama.
And we don't allow, well, anyway, that's it. Dwarfling, you're next. That's not you, Sean. That's the guy who thinks he's.
I'm about to say, yeah, I knew
that's
that.
That's the halfling that thinks he's dwarf.
Yeah.
Koopa, who are you playing tonight?
Corgan.
Line. Fighter halflings.
It just me, Corgan Stonehammer.
So I'm here with my mates looking for adventure and possibly a bosom or two, but
Preferably two
I'll use
bosoms.
this quasi Popeye Sailor Man voice. And that's what I have for you right now.
He just eats cans of rosemary, which is really gross.
But his breath smells so nice.
It does.
Boy. Sean.
Hello, I'm Sean. I'm playing Baylor Banefire, the haughty dwarf artisan who is a little annoyed he didn't get to increase his stats at the beginning of the adventure, but he'll get over it, I guess.
You don't get a stat increase ever.
I know, I'm not allowed. Apparently, actually, my stats seem to be going down right in front of me by some magic. Anyway, I am playing, he's a friend of Dane, and he is here to help conquer the Misty Vale.
Conquer.
Yes, conquer. Chris, go ahead.
I'm Chris, and I'm playing Sigyn Uatavan Vartia, and I don't do voices.
Hi, Chris.
Hello.
Hi, Sig. They sound the same.
But yes, they do. Anyway, Elven Huntress, and I'm here to fight for nature
And
for
bushcraft.
me.
You
Yes.
craft those bushes.
Stop talking about my grooming habits.
And how about our friend Matt?
Hi, I'm
Why do you
Matt.
put it that way? How about our friend Matt?
Our friend.
Because people won't remember him because he's been gone so long.
This could be the first episode they're watching. Who knows?
Yeah,
That's why we have to
introducing
introduce
a whole
ourselves
new
every
thing.
time.
But we should just go with our friend Matt.
Or friend Matt.
Friend.
I would do air quotes, but look at these things.
Would anyone else like to say friend in a different sad way, please?
He's our friend.
Hi, yes, I am Matt, their friend, and I'm playing Darg, who's a human fighter, an adventure to see the world and wash giants' thongs.
Which actually came here to do it. That didn't just
Actually,
happen.
you came here to, you did actually come here to
Look,
wash giant
it's
thongs.
honest work.
No,
Now-
it's not.
So, Dark, how would you describe the smell of the giant's underpants?
Wait, we still have the most
I
important
know,
firepower that's here.
but we gotta get this. We gotta get this out. It's like we've talked about the giant's underpants. What if you had to describe that in other terms, flavorful terms? How would you describe it?
Rocky Road.
Maybe something not flavorful.
I would say it smells like a mix of an element of a junior high locker room where you boiled onions and took a shit.
Why did you? Okay.
And that was enough to make Malcolm go away.
Yep, he's gone.
Good job.
He just left.
Fair enough. And Quiverwing, welcome back, Quiverwing. I mean, Tim.
Hello, everybody. I'm glad to be here. I'm sorry that I was late. Please accept my most humble apologies. Now, as for the less humble Quiverwing, I rule all that I survey. I am the lightning in the dark, and I am the feather in your pillow.
That's
Fear
a good thing.
me.
Those are quite comfy.
And it is actually. Thank you, Siggy. Yeah. Fear me and my corkscrew-shaped penis.
A joke that never goes away.
Back.
Much like his corkscrew-shaped penis.
Thank you, Siggy. Thank you.
And Tyr, why don't you go ahead and introduce your character?
Hi, everybody. I'm Tyr, and I'm playing Dane Ringson, the human scholar.
Short, sweet. I didn't finish drinking yet.
Yeah, you'll be finished when we put you in the grave.
So, where we last left off, you had gotten the deer.
Is it
Dane was eyeing some pretty flowers in the woods, and
Dane was eyeing the sparkling piece of glass thing that was in the bedding of the giants.
Yep, that also. So I would say it is not. It's probably getting close to dusk after your hunting expedition. You're starting to hear some of the night birds, and the insects are getting louder. They're making their it's business time type noises, and
Wanna fuck?
exactly. So
Cock two.
that's where you are.
That's not what they're saying.
And Brain says, "Hey, Baylor, what are we gonna do with this deer?"
Why is he
We
asking
could cook
him
it.
when sick?
We could cut it up, cook it, served it to him cooked, and say it's boar. He's not that smart. Let's take it back to the party and see what they say. Because this is all we have.
We can cut it up and dress it as a giant boar.
Yes, exactly, my friend.
I do have a question.
Ask away.
If things go badly, and with our current track record, let me do the math, that's almost always, we should have a backup plan.
That's a matter of opinion.
Well, we can have our usual backup plan. Quiverwing, can you summon a boar?
That's a good
I
idea.
was wondering.
Can you
if we could-
destroy a giant with lightning? The backup plan.
We'll note that Quiverwing is answering in the affirmative.
What if we were to go above the giant on the tower? We could possibly throw heavy things on top of the giant.
Yes. Well, now that we know of the ladder outside leading.
Yeah,
up
we need to
the
figure
upper
out what's
levels,
up
we
there
need to
because it
scout
could
that
be
out.
just like it'd be so embarrassing to climb up there and find out. Oh wait, there's a dumbwaiter down below the boulder.
Somehow we didn't notice the ladder last time.
I think it was all the foliage. It blocked our view. Like the other tower.
I can sneak up there and see what I can find. I'll scout out the territory as well.
Could you take someone else with you to be of help? Not me. Not me. Not
Oh
me.
God.
Someone quiet.
Well, I have a reasonable sneaky. I mean, it's not as poor as, like, for instance, I'll point to Balor.
Oh,
Well,
thank
if you'd
you.
like to see the view from up there, I think you.
He's a very straightforward person.
Most welcome.
Yes, I am.
To him and Kurgan. Like, literally, they bang their way. I mean, like, smashing noises everywhere they go. I think they knocked over an elephant at one time, and we don't even have them in the valley. Right. So, shall we go?
Absolutely. We go to sneak up the ladder.
Who's going up the ladder?
Wait. I have a question before we go up this ladder. Like, none of the band of people who are adventurers have been up that ladder?
We haven't asked.
Okay, we're not going to. So I guess it's just me and
That's all.
Sig.
Yeah, us.
Unless
yeah.
someone else is sneaky, like Brain.
You want me to go? I can go if you want me to go.
No, keep an eye out.
Yeah,
He's sneaky.
You keep watch.
Keep watch.
I could try.
No.
I know you could try.
The whole point of sneaking up is so that nobody knows that we've done it.
I'm actually pretty sneaky.
Okay, then
If
we'll
you'd
take
like
you.
me, I'll go.
Just go in front of me.
And we'll stay down here. And if something changes up the top and you want us to go with the present the deer plan, Ziggy, why don't you shoot down like an arrow with a piece of colored cloth attached to it, and then we'll know to go ahead with that plan.
Are you?
Message for you, sir.
I can just wave.
Can we just do a reconnaissance and then come right
Yes.
back down?
Well, that doubles your chances of getting caught.
He's literally been waiting here for weeks with those guys.
Okay, if that's what
You
if
can
that's what
wait.
you want to
That
do.
is true.
I don't really want to do anything because I don't really want to go behind a boulder that has mourning dead people. But
We don't know that yet.
I have literally weeks worth of research to do. I have no problem waiting.
okay,
What kind of ghost can't go through a boulder?
a lot of the ghosts that carry maces and have armor
Ooh, that sounds like another research project.
that chase you around a burrow, like that happened last time.
That, to be fair though, that ghost could go through stone.
Oh yeah, he could.
Yeah.
He just
Why can't they just go through the boulder? Is it a magic boulder somehow?
Oh, my Lord.
I could. That's not the maybe.
It could.
It
be
is
a
at this
magic
point
boulder.
that I sneak off to the ladder.
Dane, keep an ear out for those voices. They're saying something, and it may be an ancient tongue that you know.
I'll try to get close enough so I can hear it.
Don't get too close because he's kind of sticky.
All right, so Siggy's going up the ladder, and basically when
I'll
you're
follow him.
you're going up, there's a bit of an overhang over the bottom floor of the tower. And you're kind of going into that overhang. There's a hole in that the rope ladder goes into.
Do you want to go then?
I will go in.
So you go into the hole.
Sneakily, I'm sure it's where they had to get up there somehow, so we'll
Yeah.
go.
So you get up in there, and there is some light. There's two high windows that is letting in some ambient light, and there's really just a bunch of detritus, more broken redstone. But you do see some tools leaning up against one of the walls of the tower, like a pickaxe, a shovel, and some other, like a crowbar, some other digging type implements.
Looking around the floor, is there any visibility down onto the floor below from where I am?
And just the kind of where you came up used to be where the stairs to the next floor were, and you can see the rope ladder kind of extends into a hole in the floor there, and there is a hole not too far away that I guess used to be the stairs down.
Okay, I'll slip up. Sig, what do you see?
I assume the stairs themselves have crumbled away.
Yeah.
Sig?
There's some tools up here. The ruins of the staircase.
You think it's okay if I light a lantern?
This seems to be vacant, so I think we'd be okay lighting the lantern.
I'll move out. I'll move from the hole and then go light my lantern so I can fill. It's about a 10-meter area, so it should fill, hopefully, the whole tower.
Yeah, now the area of the tower, is there any obvious, like, would there be any, like, hidden doors or does the space seem to conform to the area of the tower as it is?
You take a look around, and it does seem to be probably around a very similar size to the floor below it.
And the no obviously hidden rooms.
Yeah.
Missing chambers.
Not that you can tell.
And
okay. I'll do spot hidden.
This is the upper floor. There's no access to the roof or anything, or is the roof open?
Well, if you go you haven't gone to the third floor yet.
And is that the same rope ladder that we came up?
Oh,
so just go farther up.
Well,
Yeah.
then, okay, then I will stay here. I'll go check up the upper floor as well, and I will go up to the third floor.
I'll bring the ladder up as soon as you get it up there. I mean, I'll bring the lantern up as soon as you get it.
That'll keep us safe from the giant, certainly.
Quivering, you go before me that way because you don't have to carry a lantern, and your hands will be free once you get up there.
Okay.
It's kind of odd, though, that they have mining stuff like shovels and pickaxes on this level, as opposed to
again more detritus, and there is a kind of a leather tarp type thing sitting in near the opposite wall.
The tarp, like, just sitting on the ground, or is it apparently covering something?
Looks like it's probably the way it's bunched up. Looks like it's probably covering something.
Oh, Nathan?
Yeah.
I did have one question before we leave the lower floor. We cannot see the floor below us, though. Correct?
Just through the
just the hole that we came through.
Yeah. There's another hole for where the stairs used to be.
Can you see the giant from that
Can
hole?
I see the giant from that hole?
You'd have to stick your head
Well, I would have.
and kind of lean halfway down.
I'll lean halfway down. I'm very small.
All right, you're gonna
see what I can see.
Are you going to be
stealthy?
Yes. Stealthily. Okay.
Yes, that's my tent.
Make a roll for me, please.
Do some sneak weasel shit.
Sneakins.
Sneak weasel! Oh, thank God.
The incredible sneak weasel.
And you really have to lean out since you're a halfling. You'd really have to lean really.
Well, I can use my grappling hook and rope instead of just.
Maybe equivalent to hold your feet.
I'm strong enough to hold myself. I got this.
There's really not a lot to hold on to, though. That's the thing.
That's why the grappling hook.
Okay, all right.
Grappling hook on rope,
right.
cheek.
Sure, okay.
Lean.
Sure.
That's why I bought. It literally costs that. It cost me money, so I'm using it.
I'm going to use it.
Use it. So look down the hole.
All right. And what'd you roll?
Under my sneaking by 2.
He turns his head real quick. He's like,
"So what are you doing up there? Where's my boar?
I'm pooping.
I'm hungry."
I go pooping.
Quick, sell it.
Hey, sweetie, what are you doing?
Do I see him?
yeah.
I'm just surveying what I can see from up above and trying to find that shiny rock that he's looking for behind his bed. He didn't tell you, but did you tell anybody about that, Jane, or no?
I did. I told you guys about something.
Okay, and see if I can see his. Oh, not a good. I just don't do this kind of thing. Okay, well, 5 will get me there. No.
Oh, 5? Yeah.
Yeah, it's less than half of my actual.
See a what looks like an ornate glass vial.
Like one dropped by Galadriel?
Not quite that ornate.
I'm in Galadriel, who works in this corner store in Saddlebrook. She just sells these little weird tonics that are supposed to be good for you, but they really just are, yeah.
It's the orange drink they sell at the bodega.
Yeah, it's pretty much just Orangina.
Orange Julius.
So, question.
Yeah.
when the giant starts doing things, could I interact with the giant?
Wait, so once he starts shouting at Corinne, you like pop out?
No, just not pop out. Like just literally walk out of the woods, straight at him.
Okay, walk into the tower. He's in a tower.
Nope. Totally from the direction of our camp, not like
There's
towards
only one
towards the giant camp.
No, there's the giant's in a giant's
in the
giant's
tower.
sleeping in a tower, and there's a hole in the southwest wall of the tower, and you have to go in the tower. And I'm on the floor above him, peeping down at him like some sort of creepy halfling peeper.
Okay, all right.
Corgan, you know who you are.
Then I'll just keep.
So you don't want to go? You don't want to go in the tower?
Well, so the boulder is outside the tower, yes?
No.
The boulder is inside the tower, blocking an entrance to the lower
Basically,
level.
the middle of the tower floor is beset by.
And we entered this tower last time.
Yeah.
Yes.
Made the negotiations to get him aboard so he'd move the boulder.
Okay, yeah, no, I'm good. I thought this was happening all out in the open.
Oh, no.
Okay,
Yeah,
sorry, I'm gonna poop. I'll go back up.
I'm
On the
gonna.
other hand,
I'm gonna finish my poop.
if we do have to kill the giant, there are these stoneworking tools conveniently up here, which I'm guessing the other adventurers left.
Maybe, but here's
Somebody.
the question. Here's the question. Why would you have, like, digging tools on the upper level?
Because
Unless there's hidden rooms you can't find. Up we go.
yeah,
Well, they're upstairs already looking at a pile, looking at a tarp. So go ahead and start with that guy.
I guess you should remember that you have your lantern going too, so that probably would have been a little obvious when you peeked down.
Well, I should have. The thing is, I probably would have asked in a different order if there was a hole.
Yeah.
But I didn't know
All right.
there was a hole.
Well,
I thought we came from the outside. There was just a flat floor. I was like,
we'll
there's no
gloss over that. All right,
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Just remember what I did for you.
What?
It looks like bribery.
So Siggy, Corinne is coming up the ladder behind you.
okay. Well, I'm
No, I'm coming up. I'm coming after Quiverwing. Quiverwing goes next, and then I'm going last.
Okay. All right.
That's so his hands will be free to lightning bolt anything that needs to be lightning bolt.
Well,
Which I will reiterate, you should diversify at fire, but that's just me.
Yeah.
I will investigate the third floor, looking for like any nooks, crannies, and what
And
might
I'm
be
sorry,
under the
there
tarp.
is a more recent kind of poorly built ladder that will take you up to the roof. And there's like a little bit of a makeshift, not like original cover on the hole of the roof.
How much taller, or as far as comparison in height to the giant, is this? Do we eventually get a story or two higher than the giant, or never, or not quite? Like, what's the?
You feel
Scale.
like if it like stood up to its full height, it would be able to see the
The second floor,
It'd be in the second floor.
he'd pop his head up to the hole and see the
And we've established this is a 4-story tower.
The fourth story being the roof. So, I mean, the 3 stories really.
Unless they've done it like Baltimore and it's like all finished and everything. So.
Right.
Yeah, that's right.
They're superstitious against the 3rd floor. And where are we? So we're ranging from just about to hit the roof to still on the first floor.
Ground floor, yeah.
Okay. And I guess I would be somewhere in the middle.
No,
you're
on the ground floor.
You're still outside the tower.
Okay.
I have to go tell them that I just fucked up the shelving thing.
Nathan, I'm about to say I was gonna. Baylor's been watching. If he sees us, he'll start meandering down toward the giant and say, "Hey, excuse me, sir. Hello. Just wanted to give you an update."
Do you want to bring the deer?
Distract.
I'll accompany my buddy Baylor.
Like we didn't catch a boar, but we have this fine deer to sate you for now.
So while your compatriots are hopping around in the
Rising above
yes. in the upper floors of the tower, you by yourself are approaching the giant.
No, I'll take Darg and Dane can stay back a little bit because he's got a bow, and we're going to bring the deer down. It's a good gesture of goodwill. So Baylor's
All
going
right,
to
so
approach
you're not going to cook it yet first or anything. You're just going to bring him the deer.
How long didn't we have time to cook, or did we do?
But don't giants eat things raw? Do they cook food?
He didn't ask for it cooked.
Yeah,
He
so I'll bring it
didn't ask
down.
for cook. It would take, it's a deer.
Oh,
It would
that's
take a
true.
long
It's a
time
deer,
to
take a while. So we'll bring it down. It'd take a day to cook it, the whole deer.
Yeah.
So at least, so we bring it down. Go, hello, my friend. It's I, Baylor Banefire, and my friend, my new friend Dog, have brought a gesture of goodwill to help you sate your appetite while we try and find your boar.
What's this? What did you bring me?
We bought you a couple of these fine, well, plump deer for you. Now, Nathan, one of the things Baylor's going to do after he interacts, he wants to try and look for that item that Dana talked about, see if he can get over to it, like somehow pick it up, like it's in the rocks and rubble while he's talking, while if he goes for the deer.
Didn't Dane have sleeping potions at one point?
Not anymore.
He didn't.
I only
wasn't
had
able to
the
reply.
one.
It didn't work so well.
Yeah,
yes,
it
that's
didn't
a
work at all on the troll. So chances of
Yeah.
it working on a giant, I would say, are pretty slim.
So Baylor's going to, like, Dark's bringing a deer, and Baylor's carrying a smaller deer. And so we have these for you. I mean, if you don't want them, of course, I understand, Catelli, but I figured you'd be hungry, and this could be a nice snack for you until we find you a proper meal.
He'll come forward and he's like hunched over at the bottom floor of the tower as he approaches, and like as he approaches, it's just the grandiose size of this creature before you. You've never been this close to a giant before. You don't get easily frightened, but this is like, if he like reached out his foot, he would just squish you.
Baylor is quite aware of that, and that's why he's ready to whip his sword out if he needs to build a hasty retreat. But he's and I got a really cool skill that I could use. But if I
Still, when I whip this out.
excuse me, Mr. John, I got something you think I may be short in stature, but I'm long in other ways. But go ahead.
It's not the length, it's the girth. But anyway,
tuna cans, go. Okay, go ahead.
But he's kind of leaning, like leaving one arm back and leading with one shoulder as he kind of reaches outside the tower and palms one deer and like looks at it and puts it behind him and then palms the other deer.
This will do until you find me a boar.
We will find that boar. This is an interesting
I won't move that boulder until you find me a boar.
Of
That
course,
was the deal.
I'm not asking you to move the boulder. As he does, Baylor walks around toward the area that Dane pointed out.
You'd have to walk behind the giant and where he put the deer. So it's on the far wall. So
does he mind? Do you mind if I go look at the construction of this wall? I'm curious of how this came. I am a dwarf after all. We like building things, and I'm not trying to go near this boulder. I just want to go over this wall and look around, see how it fell. I'm just curious. I mean, I'm trying to pass the time as you.
And he kind of puts his hand like in front of you on the floor and it's like thump.
No. You leave. I'll eat. Bring back boar.
I can't even move your bowl. Look, I'm but a small dwarf. Surely you would a gesture of goodwill.
And he's like basically moving his hand, which is really like the size of you.
I go like this. I go, of course.
It's like a moving wall that's moving you towards
I take
the
a step
exit.
back. Of course, I understand you wish to eat, but remember, you had the opportunity to be good to your guests, and you weren't. These things are not good in the eyes of the gods, and I just turn and I walk away from them.
Darg will throw he hands over the deer, I guess, and it's like, Glam-Glam question, what's with all the moaning in the rock?
I hardly even notice it anymore.
Huh. Do they say anything? Is it like, are there like ghosts in there that is that a magic rock they can't get through?
Ghosts or zombies, I don't know. Something. undead.
Did you put the rock there to keep them in? Or was the rock there when you got here?
Rock has been here for longer than Glam-Glam.
All right, well, I don't know how you sleep. I have to sleep on the far side of camp.
It's fine, you get used to it. It's like white noise, like ocean sounds.
Like sleeping in a brothel.
I don't know what that is like.
Oh, hell.
Perfect.
Well, good night, Glam-Glam. Hope you enjoy the deer, and just let me know when you need a new thong washed.
You talk, go.
There we go.
Baylor goes, that was worth a shot. He's going to have to die. And he just says that casually as he walks out. Sorry, Dane, I couldn't get close. He's a
Glam,
bit of a-
hear you.
Oh,
Glam can suck my yam
wait,
bag.
You guys were? Did you go somewhere?
Yeah,
thought
you
we
were
were
behind
okay.
us, covering us.
We fed
Oh.
the deer.
Oh,
To the
I got
giant.
into a really good chapter of my book. I'm sorry. Yeah. And he goes back to reading.
Any nudes?
Any tasteful news?
No. We wish, but no. Every young acolyte wishes that same thing and goes through every book they think they can find on physical anatomy, and they find none. It's a universal truth.
So, what if we try to trick this giant?
How can we trick him, though? He's
Well,
very...
aren't they stupid?
Well, he's stubborn. That's the problem. That's why I prefer killing them.
Well, I mean, he's big.
They'll fall down, please.
What if he believed that there was something really valuable behind the boulder?
You're upstairs.
Yeah, here.
Why don't we wait for the other? Why don't we wait for the others? to
Dog,
get
did you
back
hear
and
that
come up with a
mysterious
plan?
duck-like voice speaking in our ears now? It's as if a spirit is whispering to us.
It's my other buddy, the other duck guy.
I will continue my research into the lore of giants and see if I could have some good information by the time our compatriots return.
You want to be a roll again? All right. Corgan, what are you doing?
I'm going to challenge the giant to a test of strength.
I like the way you're going with
What?
this.
What? Where's Cor-
Giant!
Where is he?
What?
What are you doing?
I know you're big, but you're not stronger than me, and I can prove it.
What, my friend? What are you doing? You are a halfling. What are you doing?
And you see you're outside the tower, I'm assuming, right, Corgan?
Yeah. Oh God.
Yeah.
So so you see that the giant head, his head's bigger than your whole body, sticks out of the side of the tower.
So who's saying that?
Fee, five, oh, five.
Me. Now, I know you're much bigger, but I'm telling you, pound for pound, I'm stronger. And
Corgan, what are you doing?
Wait. Stop. Don't stop him. He's on a roll.
So I pick up a somewhat medium-sized stone and toss it, and it goes a whopping 10 feet or something like that. Beat that, giant!
It's like,
Oh my God.
So you're here. You crazy halfling? There you are.
and he reaches down into the dirt, and he just pulls out this rock that's about the size of your body, and throws it, and it smashes into this cypress tree, and basically the cypress tree, like where it impacts, like explodes, and the like just
A
splinters,
cypress tree?
wood everywhere.
A
and-
cypress tree.
Cypress tree,
Oh,
yeah.
Tolkien warning.
How?
And the
Why? Why a cypress tree?
That's what's there.
yeah, it's just marshes. That's what you have in marshes.
Oh, you see, you're already playing the game wrong. That was not a rock. That was a tree. Yes. Yeah. Do you have anything to drink? As I pull out whatever I have and I just take a swig. You got to do stones, mate. Not trees.
He's like, looks really confused, but he is like kind of curious now. Like, he's like, what is this wrong with this crazy halfling? Horfling.
Enough about his mom.
He kind of looks back and he grabs what's left of the keg that they brought him, and he flicks off the cork and takes a sip. So, sipping.
Now you're talking.
So Dargle, he kind of smiles and starts to walk. He goes, "I'd like in on this competition. Since we're throwing rocks,
I can help judge.
Giant, is it okay if he joins in with us? He's pretty strong too, you know.
Sure. Do your best.
Dargle find a fairly large rock and throw it. I mean, I don't know what the stats are like. Clearly not the size. He's not as strong as a giant, but I mean, Dark has a 17 strength, so I assume he's pretty strong.
Yeah, it's pretty strong.
So he'll try to pick something up pretty big and give it a good throw. And then look at him and like, you sitting around in that tower all day, you pick up. That's a big rock for me. What he said. He's small, he throw smaller rock. Me bigger, I throw bigger rock. You big, you throw big rock, or you're weak. You're cheating.
And don't forget to drink.
He looks a little perplexed. He starts looking around outside. He's not like going too far from the entrance of the tower, but he starts moving some earth aside, and he grabs like a good sized rock, still like bigger than you, and he throws it hauls it not like far, but he throws it like pretty far up in the air. And it comes down and lands in the marsh, probably maybe 15 feet max from all of you. Huge splash, like mud and goo and bits of decayed vegetation, like just goes everywhere. And he just starts laughing, like this.
Well,
because there's like mud and detritus all over you guys.
So I start joining in, and I say to him, "Well, clearly you're very strong, but I just realized what's good is strength without accuracy." And that's when I pick up again a sizable rock, and I somehow hit some sort of a target, and I'm like, that's where the real skill is at. I don't know if you're that accurate. Are you, Giant?
What was the target?
Well, you see where the
swallow on a winter day flying at high speed.
Do you see that guy reading that book? No, I'm just kidding.
That was one of the moaning spirits.
Yeah.
Well, for example, I bet you can't throw a rock over that tower.
Motherfucker, we're upstairs.
Okay, I bet you can't throw that rock. I bet you can't throw a rock as the at the entrance of this ravine.
Let me cue the
That's
Blue
too
Falcon
far away
sound.
for you.
Blue Falcon.
I bet you can't collapse this tower.
You know what? I bet you can't reach into the top and just eat the head off of one of those little people inside.
Oh, jeez. You're taking it a little too far, I think.
So yeah, he takes another swig from the beer keg, and he comes out and he stands up full height, and he's just totally
Inside
enormous.
the tower? Or is
No,
he outside the tower?
he's outside the tower now.
Dun dun dun! Action team, go!
Yes.
And
Using my grappling hook and my grapple gun.
he picks up that same rock that he threw up in the air that's like covered in like mud and goo now. He picks up that same rock. He starts like going back and with both hands and does a
Like a hurdler thing? Like he swings around?
Like a sports
No, he
ball
does
pose?
like a
Shot put?
two-handed
Shot put?
Yeah, shot put. Thank you so much.
He still has to spin around and then like.
But we'll see if he gets it over the tower.
Get ready, guys.
Bye.
It was nice knowing all of you.
Yeah. Yeah, fucked us. Good job.
What the hell?
I distracted him with your death.
You see it crests like just over the roof of the tower, and then comes down the other side. And you hear this loud crash, lands into some maybe a tree and some shrubs.
And the other party.
And now, Nathan,
Yeah.
we have no idea what's going on.
You hear shouting.
some splash,
you heard
crash, splash.
yeah, and the giant laughing.
Which is never good.
No.
So Darg will go, that's pretty good, giant. Now let's try to throw something heavy. And he'll go and he'll try to pick up the giant stone. Like there's no way he can do it, right? But he's gonna like get his knees down. He's gonna like, oh, hold on, I've almost got it. Like he's the boulder, the one that he's trying to pick it up as best he can. Now, I don't know if I can roll to like make it budge, like just the instant, or is it just way outside of his ability?
Yeah, it's on your own without any kind of tools or crowbars or anything like that. It's not gonna be something you can.
Okay, so he's just gonna like blue face, just red face, veins popping. He's like, wait, no, stand back! I got it. I can do this.
So while he's doing that, I start laughing hysterically. he thinks he's as strong as you, Giant. You see that?
Well, why don't you give me either a bluffing or a performance with a boon, because Corgan's kind of helping you sell this totally innocent.
I'm going to start laughing. I'm going to start laughing and
Oh
pointing.
shit! So it's not persuasion. It's gonna be bluffer.
It could be persuasion.
I really think this is a bluffing or yeah.
You are such looks like such a
bluffing
fool.
or performance.
Oh my god. Well,
because you're acting.
I am. This sucks. Okay.
Well, he's not acting that he can't lift the stone.
My persuasion is really good. Dark talks his way out of a lot of trouble, but my bluff and performance are 6.
But you got a boon.
So-
You get to roll twice.
I do?
Yeah, that's
He just said a boon.
Oh, I was too busy talking to hear the GM. I'm stupid.
Yes.
All right.
It does.
So I get to roll 2 dice and pick the lowest one, right?
Yeah.
That's not
Yes.
rolling low. Oh,
Yes.
for fuck's sakes. I wish I had a camera.
The
I don't
best
have to-
one.
Oh, okay.
We believe.
So I don't want to
Okay, here we go.
move the. God damn it!
You don't have to show us in the camera.
So
We
I
will
got an
trust you
8
this
and a
one
2.
time.
You got 2?
2.
I got a fucking 2.
That should be
a 2.
hopefully below. Is that below your skill?
I have a
Yes.
6.
I just want to ask because
Luck of the fools.
You could be like Sean's character. Yeah, the Bismillo character.
Everything is average. Yes.
Everything's
All my stuff is
Oh,
6.
below.
Like, it's like
Yes, or below.
below. Yeah.
All right, so you totally sold it.
you know, I want to say, Kupo, I had this idea today, like during the day, and I was going to bring it up, and you totally had the exact same idea.
I would
Hey,
say great minds,
hold on,
but
hold
let's be honest.
Hold on. Nathan the Fool. I mean, he made that under. This hasn't worked yet, so let's start sucking at each other.
Yes. Blow each other
Let's slow down here. Let's convince him first. Let's get something better before we start this whole circle
Reminds me of
magic.
Blazing Saddles. The Fool. I mean, the sheriff is going to do it.
Lots of Blazing Saddles references today.
Move aside.
He kind of pushes you away from the boulder,
This is Charles Wayne.
but he does use both hands, and he pulls. There's lots of smaller boulders around it, but he pulls the big boulder out, and just all the smaller boulders kind of collapse in as he moves the big boulder, and he carries it outside.
See, this is no big deal.
And he takes
hit
it
something.
and he lifts it with one arm and
I trip him.
And he you see him kind of gauge something, and he tosses throws it up in the air, and it lands on top of him. Just like smashes it down that way, and he starts laughing. It's like,
Excellent. As I run into the cave.
Oh, thank you, Gardner bastard.
I'll grab the keg and come running over to him. Huzzah, giant man! I'll hold up.
and
the
he'll
big
he'll
keg
take
to
the
him.
cake from you and start drinking. Yes, Baylor.
Can I insightfully look into the hole in the cave? Do I see anything like spirits and devils coming out to try and eat us?
Don't look at it, Sean. Keep your eyes shut.
Oh my
Like
God!
I know you've seen Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Oh, it's beautiful.
My sheer ego can stop anything from. Oh my God!
Watching the
So does Sean see anything between his legs? Wait a
Yeah,
second.
if I could sneak fuck in there, I'll All right. Actually, do I have
Meanwhile,
to
we're up on
sneak?
the third floor going, I think the bloody fools have done it.
Oh crap!
Pass it a vash.
Here, cover that
Pass it a
trunk.
vash.
Cover that treasure chest.
Cue
That's
quiver
better.
ring.
All we found here was a pile of rubble and a jacuzzi.
Bill, you as he's distracted, you kind of like sidle over there and take a peek down. You see lots of rubble, and you see stairs, red stone stairs going down into the darkness, and you hear the moans even louder.
Why don't you come up and see the giant? This little whisper down there. See if I get a reaction.
Taken back. Once given. Doors are easily open, but harder to close.
So, all right. Shit.
Doors are filthier and harder to wash. Whatever, something like that.
Can I go over to the spot on the wall where Dane looked? Because I'm not going to go down there by myself. Dane saw something shiny and see if I can see something.
To do kind of any like peeking around, you're gonna have to do a sneaking roll for me.
All right. Oh, God, that would be
Sneak it.
horrible. I'm not going to.
He's
My sneaking is horrible.
Can we,
so I'm
can we
just going to
Baylor
sort
and
of.
do we act as a distraction to maybe give whoever's sneaking an advantage to their roll?
what you did got him time to peek down the hole.
Yeah, I'll
So-
come back because I don't want to enrage him right now.
But he did give him a
and,
cake.
and let him
Give him
think. So I'll just like sidle away from the hole, and just look like I'm hanging out, waiting, this applauding. Like,
What if
You
he
know?
bluffs? Would that give him a boon on his find his see hidden? Like he's he's acting like he's not actually interested in the hole, but he is. Could he pull that off?
I think we're
Has
good.
our ruckus brought anybody from the other camp over?
This is Nathan. When you have time, let me know.
Okay. All right. So, current situation, Baylor, you're coming back out. The giant has taken a big swig from his keg, and he seems to be kind of pretty proud of himself right now. It has not dawned on him yet that you tricked him. And Dane, you're there. Everyone's still upstairs. The gang is like you. This is definitely all this ruckus and laughing and noise and crashing and breaking and all that stuff has gotten that group's attention, and you see them at the perimeter of the camp, and they're loaded for bear. They look pretty far away still, but they're armed, and they're looking quizzically at you all to figure out, to gauge what's happening. So they're maybe a little bit confused. So
Okay.
I'm going to go to Dane real quick, and then I'm going to go to the folks upstairs.
All right.
So Dane, what you got for me?
Dane is back towards the camp. Yes, in that direction.
Yeah.
And the camp is a little bit further on.
Yeah.
And the giant is over there. Can he like mostly be behind a tree and fire his bow? Can I hit the giant from where I'm at?
So, like,
we're going
are
right to
you
fighting, are we?
are you at the camp, or you're like halfway between the camp?
Halfway
and the tower?
between the camp and the tower.
But your friends are so close to the giant.
Yes, but the people I don't want around are in the direction that I want the giant to go in.
I see.
Now that
Yeah,
he's
they're-
moved the boulder, I don't need him anymore.
So you're trying to instigate him to attack them.
We'll see.
But those are innocent. Never mind.
It doesn't appear that there are any trees right there between those 2 points.
Or even laying down.
I mean, there is. I mean, on the map we
Bush.
saw, there's like plenty of
Yeah.
trees,
Well, there's trees
You know.
like
and there's like this like extensive root system that has all these sort of like divots.
Maybe
deep
like
holes.
kind of behind a bush. Or
In the theater of my
shrub.
mind, that's how it looks.
yeah. No, it's so there's a like a little trail, and as you see on the map there, the camp is lower than the where the tower is. So the giant and you all are by the south east opening in the tower.
Mhm. Okay. So what I'm asking is that could I in any way convincingly fire an arrow and make him think that it came from the group at large?
I mean, you could lay down and fire and maybe use the. Oh, but he's so tall. I think, like if he were like a normal sized person, you might be able to pull that off. But he's so tall that he would see you laying down on the ground, firing a bow. It's a good idea.
Okay.
But-
Could I then instead just go, all right, this is the opportunity you waited for. He's fucking moved the boulder. Go get him. And pointing back at the camp,
All right.
everybody in the camp.
I'm kind of glad we're away from these nut jobs.
All right, so now we're going to go to we're going to roll back time a little bit and go back to the upstairs.
Turn back time,
Find a way.
find a way.
Make it work, baby.
Make this giant just throw his whole entire journey away. Go on. We're
So Quiverwing,
leave.
Corinne, and Siggy are on the third floor.
So, on the third floor, there was a tarp.
Yeah, we were
covering the
investigating,
body
looking
of someone.
for nooks and crannies and under the tarp. And
And there was nothing on the roof, right? It was just a flat.
We didn't go on
Well,
the
no, you didn't go up to the roof yet.
Right now,
okay,
we're just moving the tarp off of the gate
Okay.
transport
So
system.
who's moving the tarp?
Well, I'm going to
the intern.
look for. Is it like just laying there by itself, or is it like easy to move?
Yes,
Does the intern move the tarp or not?
the tarp does not seem to have any teeth or eyes or anything like that. It's not moving at all.
Okay.
I
Hi.
would move the tarp.
It's a leather tarp.
Newly established.
What?
Oh god, I don't have that anymore. Crap.
So you
Does
ever
my
got-
whistle go off?
No.
Okay, so it's not. My flute. I'm sorry, my flute. So there are
your
no
bone flute.
undead.
This one time at band camp.
Yeah, I know. I have a military whistle for that. Okay, so I guess you know what? Because I need you two to do whatever it is to kill whatever may pop up, I will remove the top. I will touch it with my gloved hands and yank the top away. And considering I am almost as strong as Kurgan, it should be no problem to move the whole tarp off.
So you reach for the tarp. And you put your fingers on it.
My hands.
Your hand.
I'm moving this tarp. I'm not getting it.
You grasp the tarp and you yank it away. Underneath there's a chest.
Done.
A wooden chest.
Okay. But we'll mark that for Brain to open. I mean, he's our crafty one. I don't know how to pick locks. My picking locks is Brain. Can you do this?
And while you're so this is when you start hearing the commotion downstairs of the rock
look, this is-
throwing and
Are there any windows in the tower that we can look out, or do we have to go?
you'll have to go up to the roof.
Let's go to the roof and see what's
Yeah, we're
going
going
on.
to the, yeah, we're going to see it.
Okay.
We're going to see the
Alright.
shit show.
I'll leave. Stupidly.
We'll be climbing
Because-
up just as a rock goes sailing over the tower.
You read my mind because it's exact. You look over and you basically see this gigantic rock coming. Dynamic.
And you were dynamic.
Gelatinous. You see a gelatinous rock flying at your face, and you
Gelatinous rock.
I duck down. They've gone fucking mad out there.
Well,
and it
actually,
sails
considering-
over you and goes.
Considering me and Quivering are about the same height, we sort of stand there. We just watch Siggy duck and go, "Tall people."
Tall people problems. It's real, man. People don't consider us.
We just go, bend down. We don't say duck because that's a very mounted thing.
So after I go and duck. I look out on the tower to see what I can see on the roof.
You get like a nice view of the marshy landscape, and you see Corgan and Darg seem to be entertaining the giant with rock games.
Wait, what's happening?
But they're a little too.
You have to see this.
Okay, I'm coming over.
I describe what I've
Where's
seen.
Dane?
So far.
We left a smart person down there. I mean, damn it, he's absent-minded. Shit. And Balor
What the
is
hell
nowhere
about
to
me,
be
you
seen.
shit?
That's our backup. Actually,
I'm
he's
the
our
backup.
first person, and then Dane's our backup. Just for the
Only-
record.
only-
I mean, because
only because he's absent.
Because Balor can remember things for like 5 seconds, and Dane can't. And I don't see any of the brain people down there.
Oh, there's Brains, and I point.
Oh.
He's licking himself by a tree.
No. I guess we should signal him to come and when he's. Where's the other camp? Do we see what's happening in the other camp or no?
They seem to be kind of like watching the commotion the same way you guys are, but they're kind of like they seem to be kind of wondering if they should. They've got I can't read their mind, but they have a more aggressive stance. You can kind of tell from here.
I'll turn to Quivering. Basically, we beat them out on a contract to get the boulder moved. We just got the boulder moved. I think they may be going to try and move in while the opportunity is great and maybe attack the giant that we've just made a deal with to give a bore. Apparently, frickin' Frack managed to get him to throw a boulder away, so we're kind of in the good. But I think they're going to move on our actual operation, so we might need to rain down. I can't think of the corporate word, but something saying they need to go away. But until they make that move, that opening bid saying that we want to actually get into the fuckery, we don't need to do anything yet, but just be ready.
On the other hand, what about if the giant realizes he's been duped by these other folks?
He may smash them into jam. That's what happened in the story that I used to be read. The giant just smashed people into jam, and it's just like, okay.
Can the giant fit down the stairs to the basement?
No, but he
No.
hasn't. But thing is, we removed his monopoly on free labor, and that's his problem. So
Yes.
literally his way of getting some sort of access. I think the other thing we can do is simply say, you know what? We'll go down there, we'll get it, but you could just join our party.
Ask the
We don't know that
I
they
mean,
have the same
John, yes.
motives that we do.
He doesn't. But, I am sitting here on a roof with, I realize I'm talking to the tall person. Okay. I'm sitting, we have different motivations for why we're doing things. Me and Quivering, because, well, we're height proper and you have this over heightage and you're doing things to compensate for that weirdness. So, and you're old. You're old. Elves are old. Aren't you old?
Am I old?
You're old. You're so super old. You're super old. You're more than like 5 springs. So you're super old.
So at this point, you hear Dane shout something back at the camp, but you can't quite make out what he says.
Why is he talking to them?
And
They're so gross.
and they start moving forward.
Well, on the upside, they're all down there, and we're not. So
Because we have the high ground.
as this goes sideways, we'll have at least front row seats to watch it.
Oh, well, yeah. There's that. Shall I sing you? Just let me know if you want me to sing you a tune, Quivering. One of boon-tastic lightning thunder thing, Or
Well, let's see if they go after the giant or our friends, or both.
they go after both.
Yeah, they probably don't differentiate at this point, right? I imagine they're
wait?
just going to go after everybody.
But I do agree with her. Let's wait and aim or something or whatever we do in this game to prepare to literally bring the
They just have to be
motherfucker on
within
them.
30 meters of me, and I can rain down hellfire upon them.
Okay. So we'll get there and we'll be ready to surprise motherfucker at that point. I will use my that's my shortbow skill. I will rain arrows near them. They will know arrows are coming from me. Maybe.
I will keep track of the giant.
Okay, so back to the folks down at the base of the tower. You hear Dane yell out something, and you can't quite make it out. But you look over that direction, and he's about halfway to the camp, and then you see the other adventurers, leaving the camp, coming towards you all, and they are all carrying weapons and wearing armor. What do you guys do? And this is for Corgan, Darg, and Baylor.
Darg will kind of give a side eye to both Baylor and Corgan, and kind of look up at the giant and go, "Oh, I'm sorry. You threw your stone, and now the cave's open, and he points over to the other group. They're gonna kill you."
That's true. I mean,
No,
it's
just
a great feat of strength.
and Darg
but-
actually genuinely looks disappointed. He realizes kind of his own momentary insight to his actions, because the giant seems pretty cool.
So yeah, and I jump in on that. You know what? We'll stand right behind you. We're with you, mate.
And Baylor goes, I am a man of my word. I'm sorry. I mean, we just wanted a feat of strength. We brought you that deer, and all we had to do was get you a boar. Now they're going to come and kill you. And I feel that we must aid you in this endeavor and to protect your home. And I say to protect your home, and but that other party, they were set on attacking you. We were trying to do a peaceful way. Unfortunately, it didn't work.
So and with that, I unsheath my short swords, playing them really loud so the giant will take notice. I'm with ya! With a battle cry.
You look at him, and basically, he's a huge monster, and
Is he
a
monster?
with like layers of fat and muscle and just covered with
Man.
moss.
Would we call it love? Would we call it fat? Can we just call it just like larding?
green?
I picture him like a 40-foot tall Ron Jeremy.
Oh, God.
No, we're not going to the Ron Jeremy land. No.
You picture everyone like that, but
Yes. Anybody who's bigger than him is Ron Jeremy. And I'm just like, that's how that work. I mean, yes, he's bigger, but we don't need to go there.
he goes back to the tower and pulls out a
Real good.
what you used was probably most recently a tree, but now spear shaped.
Thank God it wasn't a support beam. That just sounds on the upper level. It's just like, good thing.
Fuck.
And he goes, he beats his chest, and he goes, and just this huge giant yell, and he starts running down the hill towards towards Dane and the bandits. And that's where we're going to wrap things up for tonight.
Can I just say one thing? Can I just have one thing? Can I say one thing?
Yes, you can say one thing.
I will just say, quivering. The red-headed, one-eared bitch hit her first.
Hi, this is Matt, the co-host of the Advanced Age Role-Playing Gamers podcast, and you've been listening to our latest actual play, Mirth, Magic, and Mayhem, using the Dragonbane TTRPG from Free League Publishing, based on the classic Swedish role-playing game Drakar Demoner. If you like what you hear, please follow, like, and subscribe to our YouTube channel and anywhere else you find podcasts. We also really appreciate feedback and chatting with folks, so feel free to tweet us, comment on our YouTube, or leave us a review so we can reach even more people. You can also visit our website at www.theaarpgs.com, where you can read more about the cast, listen to old episodes, and even shop our store for cool Geek Chic merchandise. This story features Malcolm and Nathan as co-GMs. Malcolm will also be playing the role of Karin, a halfling bard. Nathan will be playing the role of Brains, a wolfkin thief. Our players for this story are Tyr as Dane Ringson, a human scholar. Sean as Baelor Banefire, a dwarven smith. Chris as Sigyn, an elven huntress. Anthony as Corrigan Stonehammer, a halfling fighter. And Tim as Quivering, the Mallard Mage. Character artwork created by Nemesis to Anthony Cupo and friend of the show, Jody P. Schaefer, whose work you may recognize from Metacopolis, Marikari, Megas XLR, and MTV's Downtown. Contact him when the time is right. You'll know how and when. Music licensed through Dark Fantasy Studios and SoundCube. Sound effects by Nathan, using Krotos Weaponizer, Studio, and Dehumanizer, using libraries from Boom Library, SoundCube, Krotos, and his own recordings. So thank you again for taking time to sit down with us at our gaming table. And until next time, remember, you're never too old to roll.